Everyone in Lekki knew the Balogun family. They were rich, respected, and always looked happy. Mr. Kunle Balogun was a powerful real estate businessman who built estates across Lagos. His wife, Ronke Balogun, was elegant, soft-spoken, and heavily involved in church activities. Together, they had 3 children, Said, Toby, and Daniel. Their mansion was always filled with laughter, luxury cars lined the compound, and their family photos online made people believe true happiness existed. Every Sunday, they walked into church wearing matching outfits. People admired their unity and prayed for marriages like theirs. Kunle always called Daniel "my legacy" because he was the only son who showed interest in the family business. Daniel followed him to meetings, learned about property deals, and introduced himself everywhere as Balogun Jr. But behind the perfect smiles, Ronke carried a secret she had buried for almost 3 decades, a secret she prayed would never come out. One evening during a family dinner, the conversation turned playful. They were joking about childhood memories when Kunle's older sister laughed and said, "Daniel, you resemble your mother too much. This boy no carry Balogun face at all." Everyone laughed, but Kunle forced his smile. The comment planted a seed in his mind that refused to die. Over the next few days, he began noticing little differences. Daniel's complexion, his mannerisms, even his blood group from an old hospital card. Kunle hated himself for doubting, but curiosity slowly turned into a suspicion. At a business meeting, his friends joked about men raising children who were not theirs. One man said loudly, "In this world, do DNA tests before you start writing inheritance." Everyone laughed, except Kunle. That night, while Ronke slept peacefully beside him, he searched online and ordered a private DNA test kit. He told no one. When the results finally arrived 2 weeks later, he locked himself in his office. His heart pounded as he opened the envelope. The words felt unreal. 0% probability of paternity. Daniel was not his biological son. Kunle's world shattered instantly. He replayed every memory, teaching Daniel how to ride a bike, attending his graduation, calling him his pride. Rage, confusion, betrayal, and heartbreak collided inside him. He avoided his family for days, coming home late and leaving early. Ronke noticed the change immediately, but whenever she asked what was wrong, he said he was stressed from work. One night, Kunle could not hold it in anymore. He threw the DNA report on the dining table. His voice trembled with anger as he asked Ronke the question that would destroy their marriage. "Who is Daniel's real father?" Ronke froze. Her hands shook as tears filled her eyes. The children watched in shock as the argument escalated. Finally, she collapsed into a chair and confessed the truth she had hidden for 27 years. Before she met Kunle, she had been deeply in love with another man named Femi. They planned to marry, but Femi traveled abroad for work and suddenly stopped communicating. Rumors reached her that he died in a terrible accident. Heartbroken and alone, she discovered she was pregnant. During that period of grief, Kunle entered her life, showered her with love, and proposed quickly. Afraid of losing a chance at stability and ashamed of her situation, she kept quiet about the pregnancy timeline and allowed Kunle to believe Daniel was his biological child. The confession hit Kunle like a storm. Daniel stood frozen, struggling to breathe, as he realized the man he called father might not be his real dad. Sage screamed at her mother for lying. Toby punched the wall in anger. That night, their perfect family collapsed into silence and tears. Word spread faster than anyone expected. Extended family members started calling. Church members whispered behind their backs, and business partners gossiped quietly. The once admired family became the center of scandal. Kunle moved into a hotel suite, refusing to return home. Daniel stopped going to work with him and locked himself in his room, questioning his identity. Ronke sank into depression, blaming herself for destroying everything. In the middle of the chaos, Sade insisted that everyone take DNA tests so the truth would be complete. She said they needed honesty, no matter how painful. Kunle reluctantly agreed. When the results came back, another shock landed. Toby was also not Kunle's biological child. The revelation crushed him completely. He felt like his entire marriage was built on lies. Ronke admitted another painful truth. During the early years of marriage, Kunle traveled abroad frequently for business, leaving her lonely and emotionally vulnerable. She formed a close relationship with a man who comforted her during that time. Though she insisted it was a mistake she deeply regretted, it resulted in Toby's birth. She had convinced herself that protecting the family image was more important than revealing the truth. Kunle filed for divorce shortly after. The house that once echoed with laughter became cold and divided. Daniel struggled the most. He felt disconnected from both parents, unsure where he belonged. Toby became rebellious and started partying heavily to numb his anger. Sade tried to hold the broken family together, but the damage felt irreversible. Just when things seemed at their worst, a stranger appeared at their gate. It was Femi, Ronk's former lover and Daniel's biological father. He revealed that he had not died. He had been involved in a terrible accident abroad that left him in a coma for years. After waking up and rebuilding his life, he searched for Ronka and discovered the truth about Daniel. He came not to destroy the family further, but to meet the son he never knew existed. Daniel agreed to meet him out of curiosity. The meeting was emotional and confusing. Femi looked at him with pride, but Daniel felt like a stranger standing between two different worlds. He realized that while Femi shared his blood, Kunle shared his memories, upbringing, and identity. Meanwhile, Kunle watched from a distance, drowning in loneliness and regret. He missed the children's laughter and the small, everyday moments that once made his life meaningful. One evening, he found old videos of Daniel calling him Dad during a childhood birthday party. The memories broke him. He began to question whether fatherhood was defined only by biology or by years of love and sacrifice. After months of separation, Sade organized a family meeting, determined to bring everyone together one last time. Tension filled the room as Kunle and Ronke sat across from each other, avoiding eye contact. Daniel finally spoke. His voice shook as he said, "You may not be my biological father, but you are the only father I have ever known." The room fell silent as tears rolled down Kunle's face. In that moment, years of anger softened. Kunle admitted that despite the betrayal, his love for the children never disappeared. The family was no longer perfect, but they began to rebuild something real: honesty. They agreed to move forward slowly, not as a flawless, picture-perfect family, but as individuals willing to forgive and heal. In the end, the DNA test did not just expose secrets, it forced them to confront painful truths about love, loyalty, and identity. The Balogun family lost their perfect image, but they gained something deeper: authenticity.